Yes, we're back. We're back. You said the Jeopardy music? I can't promise any Jeopardy music, y'all. But we are back. And we're going to talk about some things. It's 8 o'clock. I'm right. I'm talking about being on time. I am right on time, y'all. Right on time. Let's go. We out here, y'all. We are out here for Fully Loaded, Season 1, Episode 2, the PAX Experience. What up, pleb? Perfect timing, right? Listen, we're going to talk about the experiences. I'm going to talk about, you know, the vendors that were there, what you guys could expect when you're there. Is it worth it? We're going to talk about all of that stuff. Everybody didn't leave. There's still 50 people in here, Thug. I'm just going to call you Giselle. I like that better. All right, yeah, I'm going to be right back. I'm here. I'm just going to... I want to get us to that million. That's that 23 mil. Yeah, I like to keep it mellow. Hey, hey, hey. There we go. That young 23 million, baby. Let's go. We're back, y'all. We are back. I'm super excited about this one, y'all. I'm just rocking this marshmallow right here. The name of this song is Keep It Mellow featuring Omar Lynx. This song is straight fire. All right, so that's what we came up with right here. I like it. I like the way that this all looks. I think it works. I think it works good, Jay. Thanks for the host. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, rehost up for me if you don't mind. Smack those rehost buttons, y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, I like to keep it mellow. The red? Oh, you talking about the names? It is a little bit hard. I don't know how to change that. I think it's one of the let me see if I can change it real quick. Hold on one second. Because you're right, it is a little bit hard to read. Not that you need to read it anyway, it's just that's whose name it is, you know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. Yeah, it doesn't give me a whole lot of... Let's go. Host up, guys. I appreciate it. The text color's white. It doesn't let me change the actual color. Only the background color and the text color. I would think that they would be like... Oh, here it is. If I do custom HTML, I probably could do it. I probably can. All right, I'm not going to mess around with it too much right now. I can maybe change it to clean. It'll change it a little bit. And we'll just go from here. All right, guys. Let's get this thing started. Do not let me go too far over, okay? You guys are going to have questions. We're gonna go right. Let's fucking get sweaty. Let's get sweaty. Timer set. Oh, that's even harder to read right there, the clean. That's even harder to read. Hold on. I was already, yeah, too hot. Too hot to hit. Damn, I just burned myself. I just burned myself that fast. Yeah, I don't know why it's set on red. I gotta change that. There's got to be a way to change it. I just don't know how to do it yet. All right, be that as it may, I have a full agenda and everything, so let's get started. Nah, I'm not too worried about it. I just, I'm in the Streamlabs right now, so that's all. It's not like I'm super stressing it. Yo, Gaming with Cheeto, what up, baby? Speak of the devil, man. How I start this conversation has to do with you. How I start my conversation. So, I got the amazing opportunity to go to PAX. Yo, Jay, thank you for that 1 million. We're at 24 million right now, y'all. 24 million. We're in our quest for 35 million. Thank you so much. Yo, I'm chilling, Cheeto. Chilling, man. We're about to get this web show started. Again, this is the first experience for me because this was my first PAX. So I hadn't been to any of the other PAXs. I know a lot of people who went to West last year, the end of last year, whenever West was. The whole crew. Thanks, Jay. The whole crew all went out to West, and it was like, oh man, I don't know really if it's something that I want to do, but I'll tell you this, it was 1,000% worth it. So, PAX South is the smaller of the three. And I think that that's what made it so perfect for me as a first time, smaller streamer. I think that's what made it perfect for me because, number one, the venue was at it was in San Antonio, Texas. And San Antonio, the town, the city, is very small. You legitimately can walk everywhere. Convention center to all of the hotels around, to all of the bars around, to all the restaurants around. You can walk everywhere. And if you can't walk, you'll be on these little scooters where people are getting wrecked. People are getting wrecked on these scooters, but they got these little scooter things around town that you pay for. I think if it's like over half a mile distance and you pay, and they're like these little motor scooters, and people are getting wrecked on them. So, yeah, I'm like, yo, if they had those in New York, people would be dying daily. People would be dead, getting hit by cars, trucks, buses, everything, taxis. But it worked in a small town. It worked, and it was not that many people. It was a lot of people still, but it wasn't so many people where you're tripping over each other. So if I had to say, hey, you never experienced a PAX South was a great experience. So as you guys know, in order to not kill my my time off, I worked on Thursday. So I worked my regular day Thursday. Wednesday night was my last stream. And Thursday night, I came home, showered, changed, and then went right to JFK. I had already scheduled my Uber for pickup. So the Uber picked me up at like 4:10. So I was at JFK. I was through the metal detectors by like 5:30. And I didn't have anything to do from 5:30 to 7 o'clock because the plane left at 6:50. But it started boarding at like 6:10 or something like that. So I boarded pretty early. So I grabbed something to eat while I was in the airport, just hanging out. There was a Shake Shack, so I just rolled up in there, got something to eat. And then pretty much by the time I got to the not to the terminal, I was already in the terminal, but the fence, whatever, the gate that I was leaving from, I pretty much got right on. I was there for like 2 minutes and they started boarding. I was like, let's go. I didn't even sit down. So it was literally walk over, stand there for like 2 minutes, and boom, I'm in there. So I flew Delta, and thank God I flew Delta Comfort Plus. So I was in the 10th row back on the aisle seat. And then it was straight flight. No layover. Straight flight. So it was great. Just boom, boom. I'm in there. And it was a great flight. We were like 30 minutes early on arrival. And I'm legit sitting in the plane. No, so before I even sit on plane, I was on the security line actually. And Lupo, who's one of the Shed members, he rolls up to me. He's like, JusReloaded? Like, yeah. He's like, what's up? I'm Lupo. So, we slapped hands. I'm like, oh, shoot, that's crazy that I might have somebody on my plane that's going to PAX. Like I had no clue. I was like, I'm going to be the only one. I'll just get there. And Hot Sauce or T-Sizzle, Tangy, and Hands were supposed to link up because their flights were coming in the same time as mine. We were supposed to get there like around 11 or whatever, but we ended up landing at like 10. But anyway, I'm on the plane now, I see Lupo, and then I see Cheeto, and then I see Brian Got Skills. I'm like, God damn, there's fucking 4 of us. There was one more person too. There's like 5 people on the same plane from New York. You know what I'm saying? Going to San Antonio PAX, man. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, you see somebody wearing a Mixer shirt or something, you're like, what? Just because, you know, in the big world of things, you know what I mean? Just think big picture, and then you think like 30 million, you know, people that could potentially be on this venue of Mixer, you know what I mean? And then you think about another, like there's only 800 something partners, you know? Like, what's the chances? That's the thing. Like, what's the chances that you would be on the same plane from the same city, you know? So that was dope, man. That kind of that put my mind at ease because I was a little bit anxious just not having experienced this before. And I'm like, you know, I'm going to meet people there, but I'm going to be meeting them for the first time. You know what I mean? So, but this was dope, man. Just seeing like instantly knowing who he was, you know what I mean? Like it was crazy. So shout out to Cheeto, man. That man was hella dope in person. Just very, very like a New Yorker. He was like us, like how we are New Yorkers. We're not necessarily the most friendly people, but we're very, like if you know someone, you know what I mean? There's no hesitation at all to let it be known that you know that person. You know what I'm saying? We're not like, man, I wonder if that's, you know, like we're not gonna be like, I wonder if that's that person. We'll just go right up to the person and be like, what up? You know what I mean? So that's how exactly it was. Yo. But I never met him before, Ashes, you know, so it was just like we knew each other from stream, but not in person. But it felt like I knew him in person the way that he's like, yo, you know, we just dapped up right away. So that was dope. He just made everything seem that much calmer. That much calmer. So we got there. Our flight landed around 10 o'clock their time, which is 11 o'clock hours. I think we're an hour difference. And I didn't do anything. I was going to link up with the boys, but I was like, nah, fuck that. I was legit right across the street from the convention center. And it was less than a 10-minute Uber ride from from the airport to the hotel. So we were everything was so condensed. I was right around the corner from the Alamo Dome. I got posted all of those pictures. They have a place called the Tower of Americas. I didn't get the chance to eat there, but next time I go, absolutely, I 100% will be. That was that huge tower that you guys saw. There was a restaurant up there at the top. And the convention center. And that's pretty much downtown. Also the Alamo. I got to see the Alamo. So, everything was so close. It was amazing. It's amazing. So that's what I did. I just went to the hotel. I ended up watching the rest of the Laker game, believe it or not. I watched the rest of the Laker game, and then boom, I was gone. Yeah, it was dope to see the Alamo. It's way smaller than you would imagine it being. Way smaller. Way smaller. Probably like half the size of what I was anticipating it being. It was super small. But anyway, it was super dope to see, especially someone like me, because I'm big into American history. So, you know, I love that sort of thing. So the Alamo, that's like one of the biggest things or deals here, especially down in the South. So that was dope. So that was my Thursday. Thursday night was real chill. I got there to my hotel. I got an upgrade on my hotel. So I was on the 25th floor balcony, and I was overlooking what they call the Riverwalk. Again, if you guys are not in the Discord, jump in the Discord. You guys will see the pictures. Go to the photo section. The Riverwalk was amazing. It was amazing. It was almost like a Central Park. It was like, you know, this below ground walkway, but it had a river going through it and like greenery on the side and benches, and it was really nice. Really nice. So I'm literally 25 stories up and looking down right into this. This is literally right down, right out of my balcony. It was beautiful. I was like, this is amazing. So, day one. Now, you guys know me, I'm a planner. So, I was on the ball. I had a floor plan of the convention center. So, I knew exactly where all of the stations were and the companies that I wanted to talk to. So, Friday morning, I'm in there. So, you guys know Vicious, right? She's been through the channel a couple times. You guys will see her jump in every once in a while. NyQuil's her mod. That's how I met her through him. She's another hella dope. She's from New York too. I don't know if she still lives in New York, but I know she's from here. Either way, I walk up in there like 9:45 by myself. I go upstairs to the bathroom and she's sitting right at like the top. Yeah, she is. So I walk. She's right at the top. So I'm like instantly, it's like, oh God, another familiar face. It's like so relieving when you see a familiar face, you know. And she's like right away, like, "What's up, Jess?" And she was there. She had the kid and her husband on the first day, so that was dope. Like some people do, like family type vibes. You know what I mean? So that was super dope. So I see her, went to the bathroom, and we're like, "Can we go in here?" I don't know. I don't know. So eventually, 15 minutes later, they start letting people in. Now I was lucky enough to get a media pass, so I didn't have to go. The first day they had the whole line going down around the right hand side of the center. Everybody with media badges, we just went right in on the left. So I was just like, skirt, I'm up in there. So I was right inside there, and it was dope. It was dope. I went inside. I'm just like, oh wow. So it wasn't super duper huge, but it was still a lot of walking, and I'll talk about that at the end. But my game plan. So I'm going to just talk to you guys about a couple of the companies that were there, my approach to them, and what I was trying to accomplish. The first company that I spoke to was Lucid Sounds. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Geeky Lulu, all of the Winner Circle boys, so Trig, Flock, V Demonic, they're all sponsored by this company, Lucid Sound. Now, obviously, I'm a big SteelSeries fan. I also am a big Astro fan. However, I said, you know what? I think it's worth it to talk to the company just to kind of see what their vibe is, you know, just to kind of get a feel for them. And I was completely blown away. So I got a chance to sit down and talk to Chris Hubin. Now, Chris is the owner. So he's the owner of the company. It wasn't like, you know, just talking to a sales rep or something like that. I talked to the owner of the company for like a good 25 to 30 minutes. He went through the entire product line with me. On top of that, he's like, how long you been gaming? He's like, you remember the Triton headsets? How many of you guys remember the Triton headsets? I had a pair of the Triton 720s, which was like the benchmark way back when. We going way back. Triton headsets. He started it. You still got to set in the box. So this dude, Chris, he started Triton headsets. That was his company. He then sold it to Mad Cats and kind of got out of the game. And he said he wanted to get in, but he didn't want to get in like, not Astro now, because Astro used to be boutique. But Logitech bought Astro, if you guys don't know that. Yep, the 720s were amazing. So Logitech bought Astro. Astro now is not that small boutique anymore. Now it's Logitech, you know what I mean? So he was like, I want it to still be this smaller company. And he starts going through the details of what they're made out of, you know, the constructed, what makes them different. So I got a chance to use the LS41s, the LS31s. Both of them were wireless, but one was set up for how my setup is now, and then one was like a direct connect to Xbox. So like the Astro A50s. They're roughly $100 cheaper than the Astro A50s. So I think they were like in the $200 range instead of $300 range. And phenomenal. 50 millimeter drivers. What I loved about them, they look like the Beats headsets, right? They have knobs on them, right? So both of them, one, your right side was game volume, lower the volume or raise the volume. And then the left side was chat volume, and both of them had click-ins. So it was like raise volume, lower volume. If you push it in, it mutes it. So you can mute the game, or on the reverse side, chat up, chat down, mute chat. I'm like, that's fucking super. That's great. There's our buttons all over the place. You're new. What's going on, Irish King? How you feeling today, dude? We're in the middle of a web show, man. Welcome to Fully Loaded. I'm happy to have you. And we're just kind of talking about PAX South. It was an amazing trip I had last week. So I was like, wow, this is a pretty intuitive headset. Then I get on, I put them on, and I'm playing Just Cause 4. And I'm like, wow, the bass reproduction. I'm like, this is a quality headset. I've never had them on. I just saw, I've seen people wearing them because I know some of my friends or streamer associates that all are sponsored by them. So I was like, this is amazing, and sure enough, they were. They sounded great. They're using, the 50 millimeter drivers at each. All of the state-of-the-art technology. I have to say they were very, very comparable to the Astros. And we talked about Astros. We compared them to Astros as we were talking about them. I'm talking to the owner of this company. And you know what impressed me most about him is that he did not say one bad thing about Astro. That's what impressed me the most about him. He said, this is what they're doing, and this is what we're doing, and this is the reason I think my product is better. I respected that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did not say anything bad about them at all. I was like, wow. He could have just shit talked the mess out of them, but he didn't. He didn't. Chris, great guy. So, of course, we exchanged information. The end of the conversation went along the lines of, we have an affiliate program. It would be amazing, to work with you on this. This is him talking to me. And I'm like, God damn, owner of a company? Like, fuck. So I was like, yo, let me think about it. I'll talk to you, because I was there for 3 days. I'm like, this is the first company that I talked to. I'm like, the fuck, man, this is crazy, man. Little old JR. So yeah, that's what the conversation went like. It was crazy. I'm just like, oh my God, And I think what was so crazy is that we were relatable to each other. We didn't talk anything about channel size, nothing like that. You know what I mean? Nothing like that. Obviously, he saw me wearing the partner badge, so he knew that I was a partner on Mixer. But he didn't ask me how big my channel was or anything like that. It was just, I think he was impressed by my knowledge of headsets. So one of the things that I like to do, I used to tease Roots all the time because he used to work at Best Buy, is most of the time when I go on electronic hunts, I already know answers to the questions I'm going to ask. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kind of testing no, I'm not talking shit. I'm talking about, how I do at Best Buy, which already. Go in and ask a bunch of questions that I already know answers to. And this guy, man, he knew everything about his product line. I was so impressed with this guy. I'm telling you, man, I was so impressed with this guy. If I didn't have this huge love of SteelSeries, I would have been making a move. You know what I mean? I'm in love with the SteelSeries headsets, and I want to give myself another year. I want to see what that year does, and then I'll be able to make a decision. They have an amazing affiliate program too. I'm talking about like, well, you're getting a check from them every month. I'm like, you as a streamer, once you start making the decision that you need to go full-time streaming, I think, or that you want to go full-time streaming, I think you now have to start considering those things, because if you're not paying for stuff and you're getting a check off of, promoting and marketing and people buying stuff with your code, that's money. That's part of your revenue every month. So you got to really start thinking about that. Yep, big facts, man, big facts. I done called him plenty of times about equipment at Best Buy. Cause listen, I don't want to get off topic because I have a lot to go over, but I would say 7 out of 10, if you're not talking to Geek Squad, they have no fucking clue what they're talking about. And the reason that you know this is because if there's ever something big going on at Best Buy, they always have a rep. Like, why is Best Buy selling Bose, but then you have a Bose rep that's there in the store? They do it with Sony, they do it with Samsung, they do it with LG. These are people that don't work directly for Best Buy, they work for the companies. And they're inside the Best Buy store selling the stuff. So, think about that for a second when you talk about the sales associates. Usually the Geek Squad, they are a lot more in tune on what's going on. Well, I'm saying Mass, they know the question. If you're going to ask, I'm talking about the basic question. I'm not talking about you on Mass or Roots, someone who knows everything about everything. I'm talking about if the general person comes in and they're like, I'm looking for a 4K TV, they're going to be able to help them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the enthusiasts, as we like to call ourselves, or the experts, the product experts. I'm talking about the random person that walks in the store and they're like, I like Sony. I need a Sony 4K. Explain what this TV has, why the E model is better than the S model, Okay, welcome back, Relentless. So that's what I'm talking about. But I don't want to get too far off, but yeah, Best Buy, they usually don't know shit. So anyway, so that was an amazing first meeting. So I got my mojo up after that one. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let me flex on these kids one time. You know what I'm saying? So my next stop, actually I didn't make it to my next stop because I bumped into someone else. You know what I'm saying? So I was walking that New York swag. You know what I'm saying? I got the New York swag. I'm walking, and I roll up onto this company called X Gamer PC. X Gamer PC. Cheeto, I don't know if you rolled by this place, but Lord have mercy. They had a PC that cost over $10,000 on display. The shit was humongous, man. It was like this big off of my desk. It was huge. It had like 12 fans in it, water cooled, everything lit up. I'm like, oh my God. So I had to stop there and I had to start asking questions. They had one PC with a 2070. Then they had another PC with a 2080 in there. And I'm like, they had RAM that had glowing lights on it. I'm like, I need to fucking go, but I need to stop here at the same time, man. I need to go, but I need to stop here. So I pull up and I start talking to this guy, Roger. Oh, it's all good, Panda. Someone bought it? Wow. Yeah, that build was OD. So I pull up on him. I start talking to this dude named Roger. And I'm like, oh, what's the deal? What do you guys do? I'm buying my next PC from them, by the way. So, would you guys stop sending me invites to games, please? I'm not even playing right now. I'm just talking. The name of the company was called X Gamer PC. They are based in Texas. So they're in Texas. This is a San Antonio company, but they ship worldwide. And they ship everywhere within the U.S. in a week. So if you order your shit, yo, what's going on, Nasty? You will get it in a week. That's us here on the East Coast. He was like, yo, if you order it, it's a week. Yeah, they do. They work with all the high brands. So basically what they do is sort of like how I have my PC now. I went to Micro Center. I told them I want this. They built it for me. I picked it up. I plugged it in and it worked. So that's essentially what they do. They just build custom PCs for gamers. So you tell them what you want. They build it for you. They ship it to you. Simple as that. So my next PC build, I'm gonna buy through them. And hopefully that's not for another 4 years. Yo, what's going on, Van Hammer? How you feeling, bro? Good to see you as always. QB, what up, baby? QB villain in the house. Shout out to the brother QB. New York's all up in here. You working? I hear that, bro. So, man, that was an amazing company. Amazing company. They ship all over the world. Again, they're based in Texas, but they ship everywhere. Oh, you at work too? Damn. Okay, on a Friday night. That's what's up. So, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. So, for everybody who doesn't know, people always like, yo, you got a custom PC? I'm like, kind of. You know, because I didn't build it myself. Like Riddick, y'all know Riddick, my boy Riddick, he built his own PC. I didn't really build mine. I just said, I want that. And I came back in a couple days and it was built for me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it looks so good. They did all the LED lighting. They did the cable management. It looks phenomenal. So this company's going to do the same thing, but I'll be able to get something a little more custom. Because it's not like walking into a Micro Center. If you guys don't know what a Micro Center is, you know? So that was dope. That was the second company I bumped into. The third company I spoke to was Techni Sports. Now, you guys know Techni's all over Mixer right now. All over Mixer. That's what's up. That's what's up, QB. Well, I hope the rest of the day goes good, man. I hope it goes good, bro. Pandas for life. I never built a PC, to be honest with you. Yeah, what up, Ghostly? Never built one. So, Techni Sports, the reason I needed to talk to them was 2 reasons. Number one, Ruby was going to be there. Yep, you're an affiliate too? Okay. So number one, Ruby was going to be there. And number 2, I'm like, wow, how are they getting everyone who had all these other different company, different brand chairs to come over and use their product? They had a nice little layout there. The dude I spoke to, Sudoku, he was like their public relations guy. So he's the one, if you sent in an affiliate application, he's the one that's going to approve it, basically. So they had that guy there, and he was killing everybody in there in push-ups. He wasn't doing any real push-ups, but he was basically doing push-up contests for merch. Everybody was like, yo, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I could beat you in push-ups. He's like, no, you can't. And yeah, he was destroying everybody. But anyway, they have an amazing... So first thing is Ruby is... You guys already know how good I spoke about her anyway. She's just like that in person. She's tiny, but she is awesome in person. You know? Panda, I might. I mean, I know it's not that difficult to do. I just really... I don't know. I really don't have the time. I don't really have the desire, I guess I should say. Not time. I don't have the desire to build a PC. I mean, if I can get one built, you know, for a couple extra bucks, you know, I know, you know, if I was trying to save some money, I would probably do it. But yeah, it seems like a dope thing to do. But I'm just like, I need it to work. Let me stream. Somebody else do that. Let me stream. You know what I'm saying? So it could be dope, but yeah, I'm not really into it. Yeah, it's all over YouTube though, man. Everybody's doing PC builds on YouTube. You know, that's why I know I can do one. And Riddick did one. So I'm a very smart guy. So if I get to going, I'm sure I can do it. Yep, got it, Whisper. Yeah, I'm sure it's not that difficult. Everything pretty much plugs and play, you know. I know what everybody has the issues with, so that's be like the one thing that I have to try and figure out. You know, make sure that I don't fuck it up. But so yeah, they have an amazing affiliate program with the opportunity to, after 10 sales, to go into a partnership program with them. Dope. This is what I went there for. I was trying to make these connections with industry people to see how or what the direction that I'm going to be going as the community starts to grow. You know, and again, that's a very, very high potential. But you guys know, like, this love relationship I have with Secret Labs. But it was great talking to them. So yeah, I did. Cheeto, man, it was great. It was great, man. So that was boom. That was the second company I really spoke business with. The third one on day one was this product called Gamer Goo. Let me see if I can find this real quick as I talk to you guys. Here it is right here. Gamer Goo is a product that's out on the market. I don't know how I've never heard of this stuff. I have no clue how I never heard of this stuff. This is what a packet looks like. Get the lighting right. Either way, it's called Gamer Goo. They were there. They had a booth set up. This stuff is supposed to help with your sweaty hands for Kobe. Oh, that's all floor. I know I didn't hit the couch on that one. That's definitely all floor. So this one, it's basically, yeah, it's supposed to stop with the sweaty hands. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to work for like 3 or 4 hours. So he's like, all you gotta do is just put a little on, and we tested it out. I'm like, all right, my hands didn't feel like clammy, sticky, anything like that. I was like, dope. I still have this pack, and someone sold my other pack, so I didn't even use it yet. But that's a company that I talked to and hopefully gonna work with. Actually, that's a company I hope to work with at some point, because y'all know how these battle royales do us, man. They do us dirty. We be out here soaking, sweating. Once you get into that top 15, it's unbelievable. So I was like, you know what? That's awesome. So that was a great connection. I spoke to the owner of that company, and that's pretty much all I spoke to. No, how could I forget this? I spoke to Stack Up. Yes, I did, Cheeto. Of course I did. I got there on my list, bro. I got to speak to Chris over at Stack Up. Now, Mulehorn, that you guys see come in and out, he streams, but he more so does podcasts and stuff like that. So he knows a ton of industry people. Stack Up is a company. It's a veteran organization that Cabby works with. Oh boy, what up, Beast? And so Stack Up is a organization that basically is like gaming. Not for vets per se, but veterans who game, and they do all types of fundraisers and stuff like that for veterans. Amazing organization, especially for a military guy. So I got to talk to them. I want to get involved. If you guys remember when Mulehorn was doing his promo, I think it was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days he streamed and he was raising money. I was like, I need to get in on this. You know what I mean? I need to get on this. You are? All right. So Rageous, you know exactly what I'm talking about then. So I have, like, that's that thing. That's what hits me, because of all of the people who do. Like, I made out okay, but there's times when people get out of the military and it's almost like the military fails them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get too deep into that, because but I want to get involved. I want to be able to help those that get out and can't quite get right on their feet. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to help any way that I can, and I've already donated plenty, but I want to help raise some money too. So that's why I got a chance to speak to them. Super, super dope guys. There were a ton of veterans around there that were all wounded warriors. You know what I mean? They were all over the place in there. And if you guys don't know or haven't heard, the Army has an esports team. You know what I'm saying? The Army has an esports team right now. I didn't even know about it. There was a fucking 2-star general walking around out there. A 2-star general walking around in a gaming convention. I'm just saying. So this is This is bigger. They finally caught on that this is where they need to be doing their recruiting. You know, I don't know why it took the military so long, but they finally came, you know, they know what's going on now. So just right past. Yeah, they were all over the place. It was awesome. Awesome. Just to go up to them, talk to them. Lots of military all over there. There was also, we just so happened to be there on the day when they were on their 36-hour pass, Jay. So you had the young Thundercat privates out there, you know, with their families. You know, just looking like they were happy to be out for freedom for 36 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like they were out all over San Antonio. Well, whatever they were there for, but you could tell they were them fresh privates, P1s to P3s, all over there. So that was cool to see because I remember that experience also. Like you just don't know anything about anything at that point. You know, you just buzz cuts and all. So that was great. That was great to see all of them out there. So yes, Sack Up. I got to sit and talk to them, and that was my experience of companies. I'm gonna just jump into the next day for companies before I go into anything else. Day two. Hey, what's up, sis? Thanks for that whisper. Day two, I got to talk to the biggest company that I wanted to talk to, and that was Gunner Optics. Gunner Optics, I got a chance to talk to, and that was so. What was good about that conversation is that it was one of those no holds bars conversation. You know, I jumped right in there. I said, you know, listen, I know about your product line. I've been using your glasses for 10 plus years. I believe in them. I have lots of them. You know, what can I do to get into this, to work with you guys? And obviously I didn't phrase it that way, but that was what my intention was. And I know that my channel isn't big enough to work with them yet, but I wanted to know what the steps were. You know, like how do you get in? How does a Hands Off get sponsored by Gunner? You know, because Gunner's not going to anyone. There's companies who are going to reach out to you, but that's not one of them. You know what I'm saying? Astro, that's not one of them. So, yeah, Panda got to start somewhere. So basically, they had a sales staff there. That's basically what they had there. However, they gave me a connection that was not a email that you find by looking on their website. So I emailed out an amazing resume to them. I heard back from them that they received it. This conversation has to be continued though. So I don't know yet really what the full requirements are, but exactly. You never know until you ask. And I was like, I need to talk to someone because I can't. So a company like that, if they were to go back, right? If Gunner went back and they did a review process on me, if they had somebody go back through my vibes, and if they saw the way that I promote their stuff, even though I am not sponsored or affiliated or anything by them, they would know how passionate I am about their stuff because I love their stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not selling something that I don't love, and that's why I like the companies that actually do review stuff, not just based on numbers. So yeah, absolutely, Outlaw. What's going on, bro? Outlaw, so you pop in, man. What's going on, bro? How you feeling? So yeah, it was a great experience just to talk to him. And the best thing was that I got my feet wet, man. You know what I mean? Like I jumped in on a big major company like Gunner, and I wasn't even halfway scared to go talk to whoever was there in charge. You know what I mean? So, oh, absolutely, Jay. So that to me, that's why I was like, that's what gave me the confidence. I was just like, we got all of these cards for a reason, baby. You know, like we're going out here. I had all of this merch. I was ready to make money moves out there. So it was dope. It was dope. So those were the big companies. Controller Chaos. I actually went on their site. Honestly, it'd be so hard for me to try and push that product because their elite controllers sell for $250. They're $249.99. Now, it's a regular elite controller. They just have like a 3-part paint system put on them. Thank you so much, Face. I appreciate it. It's they custom paint these things to where it looks out of the box like it's painted directly from Microsoft. That's what they look like. phenomenal. They had Punisher themes. They had Spider-Man. They had Venom. Some of the best paint jobs that you guys will ever see on controllers. They were phenomenal. They had them in the case. I was like, yo, I need to get away from here because I'm gonna end up buying one of these things. I am going to buy one of these things if I stay around this thing too long. And you know what I did? Y'all know, some of y'all know Ruby. I know some of you guys do. I was like, hey Ruby, I saw a controller that you might like. They had the Spider-Man one, and she loves Spider-Man. If you guys don't know, like the whole theme of her stream is all Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And they had this Spider-Man one that was the art on it was so good. The art was phenomenal. So I had to be toxic to somebody else because I didn't want to be the only one to go and buy something. And thank God I didn't go back by that booth. I was like dodging that aisle. I was like, oh, it's on that aisle? No, we can't go down there. We got to go down to the next one. I was dodging that shit like the plague, man. I hit it one time. I ain't go back down that aisle the rest of the time. No lie. I was like, I gotta stay away from these things. But super dope controllers. Yo, what's up, Jose? How you feeling today, bro? Super dope controllers. Nothing but great things to say about them, but they are super pricey. And I can't, $250 for a elite controller? Bruh, that's a pair of Astro T40s, man. Yo, what up, Medics? How you feeling, bro? That's T4, that's A40 TRs right there, bro. You get yourself a pair of Astro TR, man, the A40s for $250 over a controller. No, thank you. I'll buy that $60 Xbox controller. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can't substantiate it, but it was dope. Saturday evening. All right, so yeah, those are the companies that I spoke to. All right, those are all the companies that I ran through. It was A40. Okay, so that's what I went there for, business. But we had fun also. So there's another really cool company. We were talking about it a little bit in stream earlier. Meta Threads. They right now are sponsoring Queen Eliminator and Hands Off. I don't know if Wood is in there. He's probably gonna be the next one. Wood's probably gonna be the next one. Now, it was me, Thirst, I Hollywood, that's what I'm calling Wood, and Lex, and a couple other people. And we went over to Meta, and Hollywood was like, yo, I need them two shirts. They had these two like short sleeve shirts with they had like a long overhang. They were dope. Their clothing is dope. If you guys haven't seen it, you gotta look on their website and just see some of the stuff that they have. And so I go over there and I'm like, fuck, I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble there. I left there with so much stuff, but Hollywood hooked everybody up because they gave us all discounts on everything. Even though everyone bought stuff there, they gave us big time discounts. So I ended up leaving with a backpack, which is dope because the backpack I'm going to use for East and any other of these trips that I go. It's huge. It fits everything you can think of. It fits everything, that backpack. Backpack's dope. I got a backpack. I ended up getting a bomber. The bomber has it says Mixer Just Reloaded on the back, and then I have another jacket too. So it has like a little hood. It's kind of like a it's not really a rain jacket, but y'all guys ever see that Astro? DHG, it's not that big. It's not that big. It's probably about this big. Like, let's see if you can see my bottom hand. Nah, it's hard. Maybe from this side. Nope, I can't fit it in screen. I gotta show. I'll take a pic. I'll take a pic and post it up for you guys so you can see it. But I bought that and 2 jackets. And both of my jackets were custom, where I got the mixer on the back, so you guys can see, like, so you can see my gamer tag and stuff like that. So it's like gamer inspired stuff. Super, super dope. And that was like the last company I really hung around. Let me talk about a couple highlights because now I got like 15 minutes. This is perfect. I timed this perfect, baby. Saturday, 2 heats, 10 o'clock and then 2 o'clock. They had the PUBG Almost Pro 5K tournament. Yeah, the level 3. That's the one that's what it is, Unmasked. That's the one I got. So, everyone in the U.S., you had to be a U.S. citizen because Badunka and somebody else couldn't get in, 2 other Flash Pointers, because one was Canada, someone was somewhere else. You had to be U.S., number 1. But It was a 5K tournament, meaning non-pro players, and they paid out $5,000 worth of prizes. 1 through 6 got put in. So what they did, it was the prelims were one game, top 20. You had to play one game, get top 20 in your heat. Then the next heat came in. One game, you had to get top 20. And they did that, and it was really good. This was the first day though. And then what they did is they comprised everybody, and they said, okay, the semifinals are the next day, and then the semifinals was Sunday. Hold on, was it? No, semifinals was on Saturday. I'm sorry. So the 10 o'clock was the prelims, and then at 2 o'clock they did the semis. And after the semis, you would advance to the finals if you made it through. Well, long story short, is finals on Sunday, and Flashpoint has 6 people in it, which was dope. So it was Bovie, Gaz, Tangy. He's stupid. So Bovie, Gaz, Tangy, Jeff, Peach, and I think there was one more. Coder. Yep, Coder. There you go. So that was the 6 that was in. And they made it to the final. They fucking played amazing. This was PC PUBG, y'all, by the way. PC PUBG. Ghosts. I got to hang out with Ghost, Rev. I can't remember Rev's wife's name. Rev's wife. And then, so we were like in the front on one side. And then all of Flashpoint was we were the first row. And then on the right, so we were on the left side, first row, center stage. We're in the right, this was us, or on the left, or the right if you're looking at us. So it was us 4. And then on our right, on the other side, Flashpoint had like the first 3 rows. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so dope to be there with so many teammates there. It was so, it was so exciting. So exciting watching these games, and the only thing that kind of messed it up a little bit was that they weren't wearing noise canceling headsets. So the players could hear the announcers. The shoutcasters. So you could see in game when they're like, oh, Tangy Sauce is pulling up on X person, and you would see how that would just change the whole thing of the game right then and there. Right on the spot. Like someone knew that they were being watched. And I'm like, you guys are killing these players. But honestly, they should have had noise canceling headsets. That would have fixed. Yeah, it was. It was so bad, Roots. So bad. But that's the only thing that was terrible. Otherwise, it was amazing. I mean, we're watching this thing on a movie screen. You had 8 people on the main stage. Everybody else was in the bullpen playing. It was just a great experience. And then on top of that, Gaz got 2nd and Coder got 5th or 6th. So we had 2 people in Flashpoint get paid out. And then after that, we got to take a huge team picture. Oh yeah, exactly. And so just, I just want to tell you, I know it's hard to imagine. Especially for me. It's just still for me kind of shell shock. It just happened not even a month ago, really, where we made the announcement. But we're literally there. Mystique's there. 100,000. Queen Eliminator's there. She's one of the biggest streamers on Mixer. Tonzi was there. All of the biggest of the big streamers. Ice Rocker, Vix, Tangy. All of these big streamers, all part of the same team. And to see them rolling around throughout here, rocking the Flashpoint jerseys, I'm like, yo, it's a family. And we got to do the little Flashpoint thing on Friday night, which was dope. Just to hang out with everybody. Yeah, it was amazing, man. And I told Bovie and Gaz, I got to talk to him, and I'm like, and G-Flow, I'm like, yo, this is exactly, that was the right decision for me, that was the right place to want to go, because it is not just like a team, it's straight up and down like family. The way we were hanging out, the interaction, we went out and we had ramen. We went to a ramen place. It was phenomenal. Your boy can't use chopsticks to save his life, man. That was the only downfall. I had Mel and I had Mel and Sick at my desk. I mean, at my desk, at my table. right? Yo, no doubt, fees, no doubt. And yo, I'm not saying this for any other reason but to say they were experienced, right? They're both two Asian people. So it was me, Dino, Mel, and Sit at this table. So I'm sitting there with two Asians, and they're like, "Yo, you're reloaded. You just do this, you put it through, you let it rest on your middle finger, and then you just use the other. No, you rest on your ring finger, then you use the other two, and you just go up and down like." I'm out here throwing up gang signs out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, see, you know what I'm saying? I was all fucked up, bro. So until finally I was like, yo, I need a fork, bro. Let me get that young fork in the back. You know what I'm saying? Go in the back. I know you got a fork back there. I need a fucking fork because this is not working. I was all fucked up in there, man. So I'm telling you, they were trying their best to help me out, but I was like, this ain't working. And Dino, he was no better than me, goddammit. I know you're gonna watch this VOD. You were no better than me. You just didn't want to get a fork, man. This man had both chopsticks together. He would just go under them and then put the spoon under it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was fucked up too. He just didn't want to give in like me, I was like, nah, I ain't got time for this. I got to eat. I'm hungry. So thanks a lot. So yeah, it was amazing hanging out with them. Amazing. We had a blast. The ramen was amazing. Just hanging out with the team and just chatting and talking and throwing a few back. It was amazing. So Friday night was dope. Saturday, I got to hang out Friday with Ghost also a lot. Ghost, another great guy in person, man. Like, Ghost and I would be friends. I would be friends with him. If we lived right near each other, I'd be hanging out with him all the time. Ghost Rev's wife, I can't remember her name, but she was hella nice also. I got to chill with them all weekend, pretty much. I got to chill out with them all weekend. It was dope. It was amazing. We watched the tournament together and then went to watch the football game on Sunday after. We went to Margaritaville. But Saturday, was it Saturday night? Saturday night, we had the Mixer. So I went to the Mixer thing. That was like the Mixer party, whatever, for the partners. Went to that. After that, I went to, where did I go? To Dave & Buster's? Yes. I went to Dave & Buster's after that. Was that Thursday? Yes. Okay, so all right, I got 8 minutes. Friday night, right? So Friday night first. Friday night was great. And you know how people, you just don't know what you're going to get off a person. You know how some people, like, they'll put this in your head. Yo, for real, Ghost, it was dope, bro. People put things in your head about people. That's one thing you should never, ever let people do. You gotta meet people, get your own feeling, get your own vibe off of people, man. Don't ever hear something and then you think of a person like that. You know what I mean? Like, I was Friday night. It was late. I think it was Friday night. It was Friday night. Because I remember it was before Saturday. So I got to hang out with Hollywood. I was with Hollywood, Thirst, Lex. I think it was Friday night. And either way, it's one of those nights. But this man, you guys know who he is, obviously. But, he's got almost 75,000 followers, man. And we didn't go out. We were in the same hotel, he and I. So we just were chilling. And this man, I was there plugging him with question upon question upon question upon question. You know what I'm saying? Like, business stuff. Late at night, man. And this dude is like engaged in this conversation. He's kind of giving me his outlook on and his approach to what he's doing and what's working for him. And we're friends. You know what I mean? Like, now I'm like, we're friends. It's not just someone that I see on Mixer. It's not someone who I just look up to as a big streamer. It's like, yo, we had real conversation. The dude is super, super, super dope. I think that people are intimidated by how focused and how driven he is. I think if I had to guess anything, that's what I would think that throws people off, is because he's very direct, but he's the type of person he has this goal in his head, and there's nothing or anyone that's gonna tell him that he can't do it, And it's like he was saying something. He was like, "Yo, I can't fail." He's a full-time streamer. He's like, "Yo, I got X amounts to feed. I can't fail. Like this is all or nothing for me. And like that mentality is what can keep people to grind. You know, when you're just your mindset is not on what you can't do, but it's how it's focused on what you're going to do to make sure that you do it. Not the thought's not even there if you can't do it. It's just what do I need to do to get it done. And that's infectious. To be around people like that is infectious, man. Like you're like, you know, like that's why I felt so focused coming back, you know, because I'm like, I'm not the only one that's driven. You know, sometimes I kind of feel like, you know, there's other people who are hungry, but not everybody's as driven. You know, I'm a very driven person. I've always been like that. And that's how he was. He was super driven. And to see someone that's at his size, that's still like not even close to where he wants his pinnacle to be. That's what was like so impressive with me about him. So now having him as like a dude I could come call a friend. Like he came in the other day, like something to the show. I'm like, what up, Wood? You know, like just crazy. And it's awesome. It really is. So he was one of the dope people that I met. I mentioned I got to hang out with Queen Eliminator for a little bit. She's cool. She's really cool. Ruby was awesome. Ruby was the one that was, I mean, I knew she was going to be awesome, but not that awesome. She was dope. I already spoke to you guys like Ghost and Rev. Those dudes, like I'm going to hang out with them again. You know what I mean? Super dope guys. I got to meet everybody. King, Belly Bomb, super dope guy. He pulled me to the side even. Because I saw him inside the Mixer. Like Mixer had their own booth. I saw him. He was busy. He was all around people. I was like, yo, okay, I just want to say what up. Dapped him up. You know, he was busy. I'm coming from the PUBG tournament. He like actually pulls up on me. He's like, yo, what up, Reloaded? And we start talking, and he's just like, yo, first packs, boom, boom. This is what you should do. This is what you need to be. This is who you need to talk to. Like straight up, just gave me a rundown on everything that I needed to make sure that I did while I was there. I'm like, that's crazy. I didn't even stop him. He didn't have to do that. So another great person. My vibe off of the streamers there that were bigger was that a lot of them are very happy people. I mean, they do something that they love for a living. And I know it's not easy to stream for a living. I know it's hard, and you're struggling to make ends meet. But these people were ready and willing to share their wealth of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I got to hang with Sizzle. Is a fucking mess, man. Tangy was on this turn up Saturday night, baby. I got to hang out. I got to hang out with Tangy. You know, Hands, Vix. Tangy is wild as fuck, man. He said, yo, Reloaded. I told some of these people this story. He said, yo, Reloaded, you wanna play some DDR? I'm like, DDR, what the fuck is that? We're at David Buster's at this point. Reloaded, I got you on a drink. I'm like, I got it. I'm good, man. I'm good. No, man, I got you. Put your money away. Your money's no good here. Anyway, he's like, yo, DDR, baby. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Dance Revolution, bro. Dance Revolution, man. This man goes in and he's like, yo, I'm about to go play some DDR. So he goes play against a chick that takes her shoes off. You know, I'm like, oh, she's about to wax this man's ass. Like, she's experienced at this. Tangy put hands on her. His non-rhythmic ass, man. He has no rhythm at all, but goddamn, his feet can move. That man was hitting everything. Everything that showed up on screen. Yo, that's what he was doing, son, yo. He was using the bar, yo. He was using the railing in the back. All right. He was using the railing in the back. It was amazing. I was like, this guy's out here in these streets, yo. He gave her the business. I never would have expected that in a million years. Never would have expected that in a million years, man. Yo, Sweet Muffin, I got to meet. Hot Mommy and 20, both a mess. Hot Mommy grabbed my ass for real. She squeezed my butt, man, on the middle of the floor, like walking around the convention. I'm like, yo, who that? Sure enough, it's Hot Mommy. She's a mess. Yeah, she's an absolute mess, but I had so much fun with them. Amazing people. All of the LSG people, I saw them. Peeps, Poetic, Candy. You know who else is really, really cool? Lady Lonnie. Really, really cool. And she's right in Newark. I didn't even know she was right in Jersey. Hella cool peeps. So it was an amazing trip. Why you guys need to go really quickly? I'm going to go like 5 minutes over, but I got 9:15. We're supposed to start the movie. It will pull a lot of the introverted people out of their shells. Oh, fuck. How am I going to forget him? Smash. The broski also. Smash. We're watching John Wick 2. Smash OTG. He's a nut also. He's hilarious in person. Awesome dude. Another veteran. That's my brother. Great time. Great time with him as well. Why you guys need to go to PAX is, number one, to get yourself out there. You know, there's a lot of people who sit behind the screen. They're very, very introverted. You need to experience real social connections. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to talk to these sponsorship companies and, you know, or companies that you could potentially get sponsored by. You have to be engaged with real life stuff. Everything can't be from behind your screen. Super important. Tips. Make sure you have comfortable shoes. Goes to tell you, there was one day that we walked like 6 miles. Your dogs are going to be barking. Don't be out there trying to look cute. I'm telling you right now, make sure you have some Air Maxes or something. You know what I'm saying? You need, Yeezys, yeah, Hollywood had like every color Yeezys you could imagine. I had J's on and my feet were hurting. So never again. I'm going to be in some Air Max joints, you know what I'm saying, the next time. I promise you. Ain't going to be no Air Force Ones, no J's, none of that. Yeah, Ghost feet were hurting too. He had on, you know, some cool joints. Yeah, PAX ain't for the cool joints. Maybe at night when you go out, but during the day when you're just you're walking everywhere. My legs were hurting. I was tired when I went to bed every night. Crocs, this man. So yes, definitely make sure you have on comfortable shoes. Plan in advance. Yeah, Jason Vance band. Absolutely. Plan in advance. These things are expensive. You're going to spend money on your trip. You're going to spend money on when you're there. You know, your food. There's going to be things that you're going to want to buy while you're there. It's expensive, man. It is expensive. Yeah, I'm level 3 PUBG heater. Shut up, Jay. So yeah, it's an amazing experience, but you guys got to be prepared, and it's financially going to set you back some. So make sure you plan accordingly for that. And I would say, when you go, make sure you're prepared. I had merch. I had stickers. I had buttons. I had cards. Make sure you're prepared. There's going to be people that want to know you. There's going to be people who want your information. So make sure that you have a way to get it to them. Those are like the keys to success for going to PAX. 100%, if you can make it to one, make it to one. It's amazing to put a real personality behind someone that you may look up to in the streaming world. You know, like I didn't know what it would be like, you know, for like Queen Eliminator, you know, and she's like as chill as can be. Just kind of, I met her over at the Meta booth, and she's just like kind of, I don't know if she was like looking at new apparel that they had coming out because she's wanted to sponsor by them. And I just like go right up to her. I'm like, I mean, I know she knows me because of the affiliation with Flashpoint, but she didn't know me. You know, she doesn't know me. She just probably heard the name. And oh God, how did I forget about these boys? The Thumbless crew. So Gaga's not what he like on stream. Gaga fucking cool, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now, man. Gaga cool as hell. Cuddy is the broski. But me and Cuddy, we broskies anyway. He's another military guy, another veteran guy, if you guys don't know. Cuddy is chill as hell, man. Chill as hell. So I got to meet Cuddy, Boostin, Gaga, Covert, and Aimbot. We're all there. Super dope dudes, man. Like, them dudes is dope. They're not just amazing gamers. Those dudes are super great guys in person. Yo, what up, Fresh? How you feeling, bro? So, I had an amazing experience. And I know you guys are going to have some questions to me. I went over almost. I didn't go over. I knew I was going to finish like 9:05. But really quickly, is there anything that anybody has that can ask me that can be really quick? Oh, I got to meet Reggie also. One of the best PUBG, the best Fortnite players in the world on PC. Yeah, especially if he's drinking, Relentless is over. If Cuddy has a couple in him, it's fucking game on, bro. I'm telling you right now. You reached out on the Discord but got no reply? When was this? Was this like in the last couple hours or so? Last night? I missed it, bro. I didn't even see it. I'm not sure what it was, but I missed it, man. Yo, what up, Smash? It's speaking of the devil, the broski Smash. What am I looking forward to with East now that you know what to expect? Well, East is bigger. So I am 100% looking forward to see what companies are going to be there. You know, that's 100% for me. And I'm going to meet Quan before that, because hopefully Fun Size goes with, you know, y'all know what Quan and Fun are to me. So, but I'm going to meet Quan actually in a couple weeks. We're gonna hang out over here. So yeah, East is definitely the companies. I'm all about the business, man. Like, listen, it is fun, and people are at this place every night. On the Rocks was like the spot every night, but I'm all about the business side. I need to get that face to face, because I'm a people's person. You know, like, people won't really be able to get my full vibe by seeing me online. Like, they need to meet me. They need to know what I'm about, and I love that. I love that face to face meet. You know what I'm saying? So that's most definitely what I'm looking forward to. Anybody else? Are we good? Yeah, I know there's gonna be a lot more. Really quickly, come on, we got like 5 minutes. I could get this movie thing started in like 5 minutes. If anybody got any other questions, I'm sorry for going over, but goddamn, I had a blast. I gotta set up my other PC. I'll answer your stuff during movie night if it's something that I can't answer. Goals for East? I think it's kind of hard for me to answer that until I know what companies are gonna be there. Yeah, well, thanks, Panda. I appreciate that. Because I would love to say, hey, I want to walk out of there with at least one new affiliate or sponsor, but I don't know who's going to be there just yet. You know, so the one thing that I am doing, and I think I talked to you, Jay, about it. I'm not jumping on the first thing that lands in my lap, because I have this vision of what I want my channel to be and who I want to affiliate myself with. So I want it to be somewhat on my terms also. And while I'm in a position to do that, I'm working a full-time job now. I'm not supported by my streaming. I can do that. You know, once I say, hey, this is the route I want to go, and I only want to stream, then I'm gonna have to start saying, you know what, I might have to take some things to get some discounts. But now I work full-time. I can buy the stuff that I want without discount. So all right, now I'm working through to see really what I want. I really want to work with Gunner badly. Gunner's like the one that I really, really want to work with, because I love their product so much. Secret Labs is going to be impossible. I'll have a better chance to like DX Racer or something like that than Secret Labs. I could get an affiliate right now with Technique. You know, I talked to them about that as well. That's a possibility also in the future. I think E3 is a little more professional, and they said that E3, that the companies are searching out for you. So you're not just reaching out to the companies, but the companies are out there looking to work with content creators. So that's the vibe that I'm getting. Feezy, I'm going to be there. I'm not going to be playing tomorrow, but I'm going to be there hanging out, which is why we're doing movie night tonight. Yo, thanks, Relentless. I appreciate that, man. This is a community that we're building. It's not just about follows and subs. You know, you guys do support me in that way. Feezy, you better stop. You're playing? Let me see. I might be able to find you one, bro. And he's good too. He's really good. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you a name that you guys are probably gonna be like. So, you guys kind of know how I am with people in general. You know, I'm very direct. I help a lot of people with questions that they have stream related, and I'm like, listen, this is what I did. This is what worked for me. Well, Sky Daddy, he's not really a streamer, but he's kind of he's a person who kind of knows how to build people's brands. He helps people build their brands. That's kind of just like what he's good at doing. And he knew after my web show, and I told him my goals, like I got these big fucking goals, and no lie, right before I left the PAX, he's like, what's up? What have you done? You know, like, how are you getting to these goals like that? Like at 35,000, that's a long way. You know, like he's on my ass about it. You know, I'm like, I put this out there, and this is exactly why I put it out there, so that I'm being held accountable for it. The good thing is that I'm already working on it. You know what I'm saying? I got a plan in place. And he's like, listen, man, the way that your channel's growing, you can't do it. You just can't do it all on your own. He's like, I know you got OCD. I know you like to hold everything in. He's like, you can't do it, bro. He's like, if you're going to concentrate on your streaming, especially while you're working a full-time job, you have to let go. And that was the motivation to get started on it. And he's like, yo, you need people that you trust. I'm like, I got a great circle around me already. Let me just reach out to people to see if they're interested in taking on more responsibility. And my goal is that soon, you know, in the next 2 or 3 months, that you guys don't even have to come and ask me anything. You know, someone says something and you guys can just handle it. I'm not asking to you guys even do it, because that's where I know that you guys are going to get to. You know, if you guys don't know, we've now linked people to certain specific roles. Kid is heading up everything creative now, merch, everything on the website. He's the only one that's doing any design work for all of my social, all of my website, everything stream related. So yeah, he's busy. He's busy forever. He can't help anybody now because I got him all. He's gonna be compensated for it. But yeah, Jay's doing everything. Glocks is handling everything on the back end network wise, in terms of setting up, like, you know, if I have like stream related stuff, Discord related stuff, bot related stuff, Glocks is handling all of that. Then I've got Eulogy as the community manager, and we have KN that's helping him out as the community admin. So they're handling all community relations, movie nights, you know, if I do giveaways, all of that stuff, they're all over Discord now with that. And then I have Champ and Nicole helping me out with the social media stuff, branding, and pushing to get more traffic through the shop, through the site, through social aspects, social media platforms. So that's kind of the marketing division. So yeah, it's amazing. And it's hard for someone like me just because of how my mind works, but it's the best thing that I could have ever done, because I need the help. We're really, really, really growing, and we need the help. So thank you guys so much for taking on the extra roles. I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. And we got to roll. Okay. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. We're going to save this VOD. Will be saved. It'll be uploaded on YouTube. So anyone who misses it, I'll push it out. I'll let everybody know once it goes live. Thanks for listening to me. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to hit me up in the Discord, and I'll answer all your questions. Just shoot me a DM. But I got to get ready for the movie night. We're going to transfer to the movie station in the back. I got a couple minutes to go get this movie ready to go. It's in Discord. So if you guys don't know the link and all of that stuff, just go through Discord. They'll help you out. So give me 4 minutes. I'm going to pop this popcorn and make it happen. So thank you so much. I had an amazing time. As always, Airborne H- all the way. Your boy Just is out. I had a blast. I love doing these web shows. I love to talk about things that inspire me, things that make me happy. And I hope that I can inspire you guys a little bit as well. All right, Sweet Berry, have a great night. I'll talk to you guys later on. Take care, everyone. Peace. Cheers. Yo, thanks for letting us. I appreciate it. It's all good, bro. There'll always be the next one. Always be the next one.